And 32.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back for another mini cast to this one on budgeting. Hopefully this one will be pretty quick because budgeting actually, once you kind of get the ropes of it, is not that complicated. And I'm kind of assuming that most of you are better versed in numbers or Excel than I am. So let's go ahead and pull it up. Okay, go. Oh, whoops, let me hit record first. Sorry, Ryan. There we go. Okay. Again, as I discussed last time, I use Apple products and I try to use the same company just because then I don't have to worry about syncing problems and something always breaks down and then you spend more time administering the syncing issue than you do actually getting whatever it is done that you need to get done. So in this case, numbers. And I have made a test budget for us, but if you just go in and click new, you will find a simple budget or a personal budget template. For right now, we're just going to use the simple budget template, which I just pulled up a second. Also, where did it go? Recents. Thank you. There we go. Life administration test budget. All right. As you can see, it already has our basic categories that you need. One, which paycheck is it? Remember, this is take-home pay. Put take-home pay in this box, not your full check pay, and don't take your annual salary that they told you you're getting divided by 12 and think that that's your monthly pay because you have withholding taxes to come out, payroll taxes to come out, Social Security, probably insurance payments, etc. So your take-home number should be there. If you have any additional income, you will know what that is. I recommend for each of these categories, you will see I made other spreadsheet. So if you have additional income and it's just one item, then just go ahead and enter what that total is there. If you have additional income and it's other items, then hit new sheet. And you can make another sheet that you can then categorize your additional income, total it up, but we'll go through that in just a second. Okay, we'll just go back to budget. All right. So that's money in. Here's your money out category. All right. And they start off, just as I said, start off with your hard monthly recurring set cost, mortgage, rent, insurance payments, etc. All right. And again, I broke it out and I made another, all you have to do is add the little click add over here, and then pick your template, etc. Really, really simple, especially when you're starting out. You might want to set it up January, February, so you can actually put your actuals in. Once you have an average, then you can go and you can make an aspirational budget or a planning budget of what you hope to do. But for right now, put your actuals in. So, and I'm just coming up with numbers here that are just easy to add and subtract. So your rent or mortgage payment, I'm saying that's $500 a month. Enter these all by the month. So next, when you get to insurance you typically pay every 6 months or every year. But go ahead and divide that out so that you put in the monthly amount. And that is a set amount, so it should stay, especially for homeowners insurance, should stay steady throughout the year so you can spread it out and just, even though you pay it at the end of the year, that'll be a cash flow issue, but you pay it at the end of the year, budget for it each month. Homeowners association fees or building maintenance fees, usually those are not, so anyway, I'm just saying 25 for those. And then your taxes. Again, your taxes you pay at the end of the year. Sometimes you can pay them, here in Texas, we can pay them through January 31st, for instance. But same thing as with insurance. Go ahead and figure out what they were last year. Divide that by 12 and put that in your monthly so that you know what you've got going out. Then I just made a formula for total down here at the end. Again, I'm assuming you all know how to format the cell and make quick formula sum right there. And it immediately did the whole column for me. Okay. When you have that number for a month, go back to the budget and plug that number in. And what was it, 675? 675, yes. Okay. All right. Then the little wheel chart will start to show you where your money's going. This is how you can start to tell whether or not you're hitting the 50, 30, 20 that we talked about in the Money 101 podcast. You will add these categories here: transportation, utilities. All of that stuff is going to be dependent on your own specific circumstances. So for instance, dining, travel, entertainment. If you do a lot of dining out, well, you're going to have more. When you make a list over here for dining, you'll have more for various restaurants or various types of dining that you do. If you don't do any traveling, well, that wouldn't be in it, but you can put that all together. I notice on here they don't have they do have transportation. So they mean cars. You're going to need to include your if you own a car, or if you bought a car, you're going to need to include the insurance in on that. If you pay mostly for public transportation, you'll need to include that. If you live in a city like London and they have a congestion tax, you'll need to include that under transportation as well. As you can see, budgeting each month is very specific to your own circumstances. Then money in, money out, and already it has a formula for subtracting the two. Again, you want this number to be well above zero so that you can have something for savings and or donation if you choose to donate money rather than just in-kind donations while you are, say, paying off student loans. Education, I would put student loans under the education expense. The more that you can crib off of this template, the easier it's going to be for you. But as you work with it, you'll start to figure out exactly what things you need to fine tune for your own. Then you'll have a set of data. So let's say a year or two after you start out on your own, you want to go and you want to get quick. And Ryan, it's called Mint now, right?
Yes.
Mint. Okay. So if you want to get a program like that, now you already have some information that you can put into that. Also, this is very easy to use when you want to figure out, okay, so if I wanted to get an apartment that's not $500 a month, but is going to cost me $600 a month, you can actually, I would recommend making a copy of this budget and then going in and changing it for $600 a month and just see what it looks like. You can play with that to your heart's content. But again, very specific to your own details, but not that complicated to pull in. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment and ask in the spaces below, and I will see you again soon. Thanks.